was it healing for you to make, and what did the reception feel like?
It felt great to talk about it and share. But like on the day of the release, I didn't upload it till 8 p.m. that night. I worked on it my entire birthday. The entire day I was just, and I worked on it for like 2 months previous. But I up until that upload point, I just was very scared. I felt a lot of relief, and the reception was great. It's just kind of hard to take the next step.
Well, do you want to?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I'm wearing the merch right now. Like that's the new
Ah,
YouTube
there you
channel,
go. There
right?
you
So
go.
like, I do want to. It's just hard. And I was just maybe wondering if you have any advice in regards to fear.
Yeah, 100%. I think, I mean, I just want to say, like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, it's a lot to unpack.
Um,
It's a lot to unpack.
Well, no, I mean, like, you just need to like understand and like really stand in like how vulnerable you had to be to do something like that, and like
Right.
the kind of strength that that requires. Like, you need to like really acknowledge that in yourself. I think, like, be really fucking proud of yourself.
Yeah, and
And
that's
not because
hard.
of all these accolades, or not because everything that happened before you pressed publish on that video was the most important thing.
Right.
So like, just hold that for yourself, right? And I think I would almost reframe this entire brand and this entire mission of yours around that, which is like allowing yourself to explore these pieces of yourself. That's the most important.
Right.
That's the most important part of this, right? And like, off the back of that, when you do that with honesty and integrity and authenticity, like, it will inspire people and it will catch fire. That's essentially, right, what has happened here. But I think if I'm sitting in your shoes, I would just be like, holy shit, okay, well, this, like, the fear here is normal, because you're pushing up against societal norms. Like, that's what you're
exactly
doing,
yeah.
right? You're putting yourself out there to question norms. Like, you're like, here's my story and how it questions these norms, and you're putting yourself out like completely unprotected, right?
Yeah.
So acknowledge that fear is like completely normal and completely valid. And then I would like really dig deep into why you want to do this and why it's important to you. And if I'm you, I'm thinking about probably, what is the 12-year-old version of myself that needs this so badly?
Right.
And I think that would be what would get me to like actually hit publish on these things.
Right.
But it makes sense to me that you haven't uploaded anything and that you procrastinated, because like, it was scary to do the first time, and then you actually got feedback on it, and the feedback was really positive. And so it actually
very much so. Yeah.
It creates even more of a fear around like, oh my gosh, well, does the next thing have to be as like impactful, and do I have to tell the story? Let all of those voices go, I would say, and really think about this. Like, the purpose of you doing this is healing yourself, and then putting that work into the world when it feels good for you. And it will continue to inspire other people.
That's a great perspective. And maybe just kind of made me feel a little bit better. Like, I worked a 9-hour shift today. I've been thinking about it all day. I've been thinking about the question all day that I was going to propose to you guys. So I do appreciate that. And maybe a different outlook, a different perspective is what I needed. So thank you for that.
If I could add one thing, I would say the person who's courageous is not the person who's walking around without fear. The person who's courageous is the person who has fear and does the thing anyway. So you doing this and not feeling fear doesn't make you this courageous, brave person. Right. What makes you brave and courageous is that you had fear and you published that shit anyway. So if you didn't have those feelings, then you're not the person that like.
Well, then I'd be questioning if you're a sociopath.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So, but just know that like the person that, the fear is a good thing. Embrace that fear and use it as a sign that you're actually pushing the things that are meant to be pushed, and look at yourself as a courageous person for choosing to step on the other side of those feelings.
I think that's exactly what I needed to hear. I appreciate both those responses. Thank you.
Of course, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.